Tonight on CTV, an update on the presidential primary results.
And how DIA is taking precautions to prevent the coronavirus.
Then, how an organization on campus received a prestigious award. All this and more on CTV News 11. Good evening, I'm Janae Hancock.
And I'm Gisele Bair. Today is Super Tuesday, and for the first time in Colorado in 20 years, there's a statewide presidential primary.
That's right, Gisele. By 10 o'clock this morning, nearly 95,000 Lamar County voters casted their ballots. And on campus, students voted in the Durrell Dining Center, where reporter Alexandria Cullen is live. Alexandria, just how important is this day?
Thanks, Janae and Gisele. Super Tuesday is one of the most important days in the Democratic primary as over 15 states vote. Students made their way to voting centers on campus to cast their vote as well. It's Super Tuesday, and many Americans are heading to the polls to pick their presidential candidate.
It's an important thing in our democracy, and I think it's great that everyone's coming out to vote for it. You know, for me, I would obviously like to see President Trump win re-election again. But again, November 3rd is a big day, so I encourage your friends, family, to go out there and vote.
Primary is our chance to save our democracy and to get things right. Primary, obviously, we want to see Bernie Sanders in the White House. We want to see a complete transformation of this country.
Students who voted today thought it was important to vote in today's primary election because
voting for me means getting the opportunity to kind of share your voice in a way that, you know, can be impactful. For me, it's just kind of giving a new level of freedom and, you know, democracy.
It's important to vote because we have a lot at stake, especially the climate issues and a lot of wealth inequality.
I feel like now more than ever, the integrity of our democracy is at stake. I think it's really important for us to speak out, let everyone know that we're not going to go down without a fight.
Angela Myers, and she expects Larimer County to have a huge turnout. This year's unaffiliated voters are allowed to vote, and CSU plays a big role in getting that voter turnout.
CSU is always one of our most busy locations in the state, so that's always pretty impressive. I think we're going to hold our own, I really do.
Alexandria, do you have any results?
Looks like Bernie Sanders is projected to win Colorado, but early to call. We'll have more results as time goes on at about 7:30.
Thank you, Alexandria. A man who was killed in a motorcycle crash on Thursday has been identified as 36-year-old Aaron Hoopman II, from Yorkville, Illinois. The crash happened off of Rock Creek Drive and Corbett Drive. Police say Hoopman failed to yield at the roundabout and crashed into the center median.
34-year-old Michael Dye, who accidentally started a fire in his Fort Collins home that killed one person and injured two others, was sentenced to supervised probation. Police say Dye tried to start a fire in an indoor fireplace. He poured gas on the logs to light it, which ended up catching the house and Dye himself on fire. He was sentenced to 3 years supervised probation and 300 hours of community service.
A Windsor man charged of killing his girlfriend surpassed the background check to buy a gun after a mandatory protection order was filed against him. 35-year-old Cayman Morgan shot 37-year-old Bria Biondello back in February. Court orders found a pattern of abuse that began in April of 2018. Under the law, Morgan should not have been able to buy a gun. However, police have not said how they believe he obtained a gun.
The bill to repeal the death penalty in Colorado has cleared after a 38-27 vote Wednesday afternoon. The measure was passed its third reading after an 11-hour debate period and more than 5 hours of emotional testimony from lawmakers. Those opposing the bill said families of victims would find it hard to get closure if the death penalty is not an option. Supporters of the bill said that there are other options that are more cost-effective than capital punishment.
Denver International Airport is taking precautions to keep their planes clean and passengers safe while the coronavirus is still a threat. They are now providing sanitary wipes in the jet bridges to allow passengers to sanitize their seats and tray tables. While DIA is not one of the airports to be screened by the Center for Disease Control, they say they will continue reviewing their practices to best reduce the spread of germs.
A national real estate company has purchased 245 acres in northwest Loveland for a 900-home community. The property was sold for $4 million and will build single-family homes. The land will likely be developed into multiple phases.
Colorado State University's Air Force ROTC detachment was recently presented with the highest honor after winning the prestigious Right of Line Award. The determination has paid off with Colorado State University's new recognition.
Very proud to give this to you, ma'am, on behalf of all of the ROTC.
Thank you so much.
A graduating student here at CSU is proud to be a part of what is now considered the best ROTC detachment in the country.
Feels pretty rewarding, considering like the work that we put in, especially on the POC side, like the stuff we do for a job that we have in the detachment and stuff. It feels good that our work has been recognized, and that, especially for like the whole detachment as a whole, that we like the PT, the grades, and the commitment outside of ROTC. It feels good that it paid off, and that it's been recognized by Big Air Force.
The ROTC program stresses the core values of the Air Force, which prepares their students for the real world in the field.
And so we all have clear understanding and idea of what needs to be done, and so like we know what to operate in, and what if we are falling short, they talk to us and be like, okay, like what do you need to do? And so they're really supportive, and they really help us grow and become better.
Miles says the Mighty 90 family is built on partnership and perfecting leadership skills.
It pushes you to be better and be more professional and to grow as a leader. Compare myself from my freshman year to now, I've grown a lot.
With the help from alumni and friends of the university to improve facilities, ROTC plans to continue to benefit future seniors at CSU.
There are currently 52 schools in the Poudre School District, with a new one that will make it 53. Reporter Alyson Tackitt has more about why the school will be unique. Alyson?
That's right, Gisele. The new elementary school will be built in Loveland. Here's what you can do to get involved with the process. Poudre School District is seeking name recommendations for the new Loveland Elementary School that will open in fall 2021. The school, funded through Poudre School District's 2016 bond money, will be the first PSD school in Loveland city limits. The district already owns the land located off Larimer County Road 5 and the Ranch Events Complex. The estimated 75,000 square foot building is set to hold 600 students. Per district policy, elementary schools must be named after a local person who has made a significant contribution to local public education. Some naming examples include someone associated with elementary, middle, and high school education, someone with a central office assignment, Board of Education members, volunteers, or teachers. Alyson Tackitt, CTV, Channel 11. To submit a name recommendation, you can fill out the district's online recommendation form at psdschools.org. Submissions will be accepted through March 31st.
That is definitely a really creative way for the community to get involved with the school.
Yes, I definitely agree, Janae. Well, speaking of schools, Jeffrey, I heard you went to a school and found some scientists, so while you were there.
Yeah, you know, Gisele, I did. They were extremely smart and made science seem like magic. Don't miss it after the break.
Either.